The Northlands Coliseum in Edmonton, the 1989 NHL co-captains, the honorary captains of this All-Star game are Norm Allman and Bruce McGregor. Norm played in 11 All-Star games and, of course, scored over 1,200 points in a Hall of Fame National Hockey League career. And Bruce McGregor is the assistant GM of the Edmonton Oilers now, and like Norm, followed a similar career track up through the Edmonton minor hockey system, through the NHL where he starred, scoring 470 points and finishing up with the WHA's Edmonton Oilers. And here are the co-captains, Norm to my left and Bruce to my far left. Fellas, how do you feel about the honor of being honorary co-captains?
Well, certainly it's a great honor. There's no doubt about that. It's always nice to come back to Edmonton, having started my career here and ended up playing with the Oilers the last couple of years. And I appreciate the opportunity to come back and participate in such an honor.
Well, for Edmonton and all of northern Alberta, it's to me it's hard to believe when you reflect back how far Edmonton has come. When Normie and myself were playing and coming up through the minor hockey, the Oil Kings were the big thing, and then the Edmonton Flyers, and the NHL was so far away at that time. And to see all of these things happen in the 10 years that the Oilers have been in the National Hockey League and culminating with the 40th National Hockey League game is tremendous. And for Normie and me to be a part of it, it just couldn't be better.
Norm, you played in 11 games, as I said. You played for Abel, Blake, Imlach. Have I missed anybody? Ray? Were there any of those coaches who took this game seriously, or did you go and have some fun?
No, they were basically quite a bit of fun. I think a few years back they were a little more serious, but they slowly evolved into
yeah, it seems as I look at summaries, more roughing penalties. But then you played against the defending Stanley Cup champion, so I suppose there'd be a rivalry there.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. You were all determined. You wanted to win that game, being together as a team, so there was a little more in it for you. And, of course, the other team wanted to beat you, being the champion, so it was a little closer competition.
How about the game tonight? Wayne didn't waste any time, Bruce. How do you feel watching that?
Well, he was ready, and I think that it actually just being around the last couple of days, the fellas and that, you can see that I think there's more to winning this game than maybe it has been in the past. I think maybe because of the stars that are on both teams, and Wayne on one and Mario on the other, and the great supporting casts, I think that there's more of the desire to really to win, and it means something, and I know it means something to people like Glenn and that who wants to win the game. And I think the fellas are relaxed, but it's a wide open type of game, and it's a fun game for the fans, and that's really the way it should be.
Yeah, they look really tense, don't they, as we look into the dressing room? Everybody's smiling. It's strange to see the Flames and the Oilers sitting side by each. Norm, what about your perception of the game then and now? This is maybe a tired question, but do you think it would be the same if you were to lace them up now?
I guess it's hard to say. Just watching it's a lot different when you're down on the ice, so it's difficult to do. But I don't. Hockey is basically hockey, no matter when or where it's played. But I think the fellas are a little bigger today. Maybe skate a little faster, shoot a little harder. But there's so much on offense these days. Today, Roger Nielsen was saying there used to be about 12 good scoring chances per game. Now there's about 20 per team average. So it's opened up a lot. There seems to be a little less on defense.
Do you remember your all-star goals? You had a couple, and I looked at assists, Howe and Hull, or all chipped in on goals that you scored. Do you remember those at all?
Very vaguely, very vaguely.
You had far too many to remember. I can understand if you don't. Bruce, how about you?
Well, I think the game, to me, the game would be more fun to play now. It really is. It's more wide open, and there's still some good checking and good hits, but these fellas, they move fast, and it's more wide open, and I think that it's a lot more fun playing a game like that when we used to play up and down the wing, and now everybody's all over the place, and it's a much more freewheeling game, and I would think as a player, it would be a great time to be playing.
Both of you gentlemen are a real credit to the game, and I know it was with delight that the 16,000 fans here and the many who are watching shared in your special night tonight. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Bruce McGregor and Norm Allman. The teams are returning. It's 2-2 after 1. He was a Detroit Red Wing for 25 seasons and an All-Star 22 of those. The Motor City loved Gordie Howe and welcomed him home in 1980.
Representing all of hockey with great distinction for 5 decades, number 9.
Gordie Howe proved wrong the old axiom, you can't go home.